Well, to the accompaniment of possibly the greatest football anthem there's ever been, the FC Tokyo fans singing the great You'll Never Walk Alone as we await the arrival of the two teams in the National Stadium for today's MEIJI Yasuda 100-year Vision League game. We're in the Eastern Regional round. It's match day 5. And everyone is just starting to find their feet in this special one-off competition as the league makes its move to an autumn to spring season. And both these sides have thrown up some massively entertaining games so far in the season to date. Worth pointing out, the home side have been involved in 2 penalty shootouts in their 4 games so far. Well, it's a wonderful atmosphere inside the National Stadium for this game of huge rivalry and huge significance of Yokohama F Marinos make the little short hop to take on FC Tokyo. It's a wonderful day as well. It's been absolutely glorious so far in the capital. Temperature around 20 degrees. It feels like the summer has joined us already. Bearing in mind, it's only a few weeks since we were having snow in this stadium. It's as far from that as it could be today. I think it's fair to say both these sides would like to put a good run together and get some consistency going. Yokohama F Marinos finally found some form last time out with a 3-2 victory against Tokyo Verdy, whereas the home side were beaten for the first time by Kashiwa Reysol. Both would dearly love to pick up the victory today. Let's take a check on the two sides. We'll start with FC Tokyo. As ever, Kim Seung-gyu is the goalkeeper. There is a change at the heart of the defence today. Hayato Imamura is ruled out, so Ryo Omori comes in alongside Alexander Schultz. It's the two Satos on the flanks, and Marcelo Ria is partnered by Motoki Nagakura up front in a very positive side named by Rikizo Masuhashi. Our match referee today is Koi Koya, as the two coaches greet each other inside this wonderful arena. There is the referee, assisted by Takumi Takagi and Ryo Nakazawa. Takuya Kobayashi making sure everything is okay on the sideline, and of course, should we require the assistants, Koji Takasaki and Yusuke Shiotsu are in the VAR booth. Well, having picked up their first victory last week, there's no changes whatsoever from Hideo Oshima. Now settled with Kimura as the goalkeeper. Jason Quinones has really settled into life in Japan now, having come into the side last season. Riku Yamane and Takuya Kida are stalwarts in the middle of that midfield. Daiya Tono has been a good signing, played in that number 10 role. And Yoti Crooks and George Onoa are tasked with providing the supply line to Kaina Tanemura, who will play through the middle as the lone striker. Well, the first defeat of the season last time out for Masuhashi and his side. Looking to bounce back immediately today. Or will Hideo Oshima pick up another important victory for this Yokohama F Marinos side? He's the man, of course, who never wanted the job. Well, after they had all the trouble last season, first with Steve Holland, and then they decided to replace Patrick Kisnobo, Oshima was handed the task of keeping them up. That he did in the end with some comfort. We're just about ready to go. in the National Stadium. Wonderful setting. A cascade of colour and cavalcade of noise about to get us underway. And our match referee, Koya, gets us underway. The first games of match day 5 of the 100-year Vision League. Right now, last season's champions, Kashima Antlers, are top of the pile in the Eastern Group. FC Tokyo, though, are just 3 points behind them. Yokohama F Marinos, that's a lovely ball. It's played through and it's in! What a start, 30 seconds gone. And FC Tokyo strike immediately. Well, ice in the veins of the goal scorer. And a defence like statues. So simple. Sato with the pass. Absolutely perfectly placed. And the simplest task in the world for Nagakura to slide the ball home. What a start for FC Tokyo. The game only just underway, and they lead immediately. Well, most of the fans hadn't even taken their seats. But a goal in the very first minute. Just 32 seconds have been played. With FC Tokyo going in front. Beautiful, beautiful ball it was by Sato. And a very measured finish by Nagakura. Oh, goodness me, where on earth was the defence? Yokohama F Marinos, who have been a little leaky. They were last season, they have been so far this. Caught out very, very early on. And now, looking to find an answer back. This is Ren Kato. Tono. A little bit of space here for Onaiwu. Sonoda for Quinones. Inoue. He made good ground and won the throw. Taisei Inoue. The youngster who's come in at fullback. Settled into life very, very quickly as well. Nowhere for Daiya Tono to go that time. We'll come all the way back to Kimura. Long and straight and comfortable to deal with for Omori, who continues his run here, and he has support in the middle. Oh, it's a chance for two, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. And once again, the visitors opened up so easily. 1-0 inside 1 minute. Could easily have become 2 inside 4 minutes. Had that been a better ball. Screamer of a start by FC Tokyo. That's a clever little ball. Tomo helping it on. It's half an important challenge. They still have it here to FC Tokyo. That's got to run out of play for the game's first corner. Won nicely. With that buccaneering run. Straight away, Alexander Schultz and Rio Omori will make their way inside the Marinos penalty area. Ryonosuke Sato will take the corner. Just trying to do something a little bit differently, and in the end the shot was well off target. We could see what the plan was, you could see what the thinking was. Hit in the end by Yuto Nagatomo was way off target. Turns 40 this year, Yuto Nagatomo. What a career he's had. The accolades for his time that he spent in Serie A. The recognition and the respect from his time in Italy as well. One of the most revered players of his generation. Kimura slamming the ball away downfield. Jordi Kruksenko just have to settle into life in this game. Caught cold at the start. Long way to go though. It was Omori with the header. That's nicely done, as it was helped on by Onaiwu, but they've given the ball away. And here comes the counter-attack. Nagakura. Ball delivered just a little behind the man. Doesn't really give them much to work with, but they are able to keep possession. Muroya. See Tokyo's captain again, helping the ball forward, but will receive it back. Clever movement again by Marcelo Rea. Nowhere for him to go. Good header by Tokiwa. And Marcelo Rea can't find Sato. Free kick will go the way of the visitors. I think it's fair to say the last thing he expected was his side to make a start like that. Immediately will look for a response from his team. Has been a huge turnover of players, of course, at Marinos over the past 12-18 months or so. So many of the familiar names that we know so well have moved on now. It is a transitional period for the club. Muroya with the throw, gets the ball back. On by Schultz to Omori. Beautiful take. It's a really good run by Sato. Firm but fair challenge by Inoue. He was caught late. Ryonosuke Sato thought he had the better of the young fullback there. And Sato, who was the golden boy of Japanese football last season, he was the best young player in the league during his loan spell away from the club. very much back and involved with the first team now. Strong header by Alexander Schultz. It's only a couple of years ago, of course, that he was the best defender in the J-League during his time at Urawa. Alexander Schultz. Here he is again. I think many were surprised when he departed for Qatar and then returned, of course, to Japanese football not long after. It's a good chase. The challenge from Muroya was a foul on the defender. There's just enough contact to attract the referee's attention. Wasn't much. We're still recovering from that start. It's a wonderful pass. Absolutely perfect from Kane Sato. And the calmness to do that inside the first minute of the game. Brilliant finish from Motoki Managakora. And the ideal start for the home side. Defender's ball just to see that out of play, which Omori does well. Have a position of strength to build from here. Towards Marcelo Rian. Goalkeeper to call the time that he had. Inoue helping the ball on. That's Kida. Firm, but fair challenge. Alexander Schultz. That's a nice take and a nice turn and helped on to Marcelo Rian. Goalkeeper makes the save. But they're carving through them so easily. Sato. Ball helped on one further. It's going to come to Nagatomo. That's a foul by the veteran. Well, maybe, just maybe, did Marcelo Rian just try to be a little bit too cute here? What a chance it was for him. A beautifully measured ball. Just went for the little clipped high finish, but the goalkeeper read it. Hideo Oshima left pondering. Start that his side could easily have been 2, maybe even 3 down. We've only played 14 minutes. Goal after just 30 seconds of the game. There's Alexander Schultz. It's a nicely measured ball again, a little running behind. And the offside flag goes up now against Marcelo Real. Just total domination from FC Tokyo so far. 59% of the possession. All the shots in the game have gone their way. Only one goal to show for it so far. Here's Alexander Schultz. That's nicely done. Little appeal for handball, waved away by the referee, and the strike! It's another one! It's 2-0 to FC Tokyo. It's been a sensational start. And Ryonosuke Sato, the golden boy of J1 last season, is hot stuff at the start of this new season. A wonderful piece of individual brilliance. The way they're moving the ball with such ease. There were appeals for handball there. We saw the appeal from Inoue, the referee waved them away. And he didn't need asking twice. Look at the way he steps away from the defender. Yes, maybe the goalkeeper will be disappointed. Sato once again with a sublime goal. A moment of individual brilliance. And you have to say, a second goal that, on the balance of the game, has been coming. Little ricochet will see the ball out for a corner. And really, Yokohama F Marinos have got to find some sort of response to arrest the slide in this game. They are very much second best right now. Jordi Crooks with the short corner. Good header away to send the ball up towards halfway. Crooks again. That's a decent looking ball. The header was won by Quinones. Couldn't generate the power to trouble the goalkeeper, never mind beat the goalkeeper. Be thrilled with the start they've made here, FC Tokyo. A really good response to that first defeat last week. And of course, another goal for Ryonosuke Sato, who is in just lovely form. He was during that loan spell last season. It was decided very, very early on that he wasn't going to be allowed out again, having done so well for Fagiano. The goalkeeper's come a long way, but nicely dealt with by Kimura. about tempo and pace here at FC. Speed of movement, the speed of passing, very impressive so far. Now it's up to Yokohama F Marinos to try and find a response. 20 minutes have elapsed. Looked offside against Moroya. Just gone a fraction too early. Unfair to say that he's at the veteran stage of his career, the Tokyo captain. He's 32 in a month's time. Returned, of course, to Japanese football last year, following that 5.5-year spell at Hanover in Germany. Renkato. Sonoda. Kato. The challenge was through the back rather than for the ball. Against Hashimoto. Just want to get playing and get a feel of the game, really. Not been in it so far, the visitors. 22 minutes in and they're 2-0 down. Another free kick. Kyoto Tokyo penalised this time. Again, Jordi Crooks is over the free kick. Can he find a moment of quality and a moment of class? A moment to open up a door to try and get his side back into the game. Ball's got to travel a long, long way. Crooks with the delivery and the little flick and the ricochet. Home side will be able to clear. And they clear it very nicely. Passed a little behind the one man who was running, who was Marcelo Rayan, and then it all just got a bit scruffy. Kida. Kato helping the ball on for Sonoda. Quiñones. Sonoda again. Jason Quiñones again. Kimura up alongside his centre-backs, joining in. Firm challenge on Takuya Kida. Legal one as well, according to the referee, but Renkato's come away with the ball. It's another challenge and another foul and another free kick. Kento Hashimoto is penalised. Well, he thought he won the ball legally. The referee felt otherwise. And he's the one whose opinion counts, of course. Again, it's Crooks to deliver. We're coming from deep on the side of the penalty box. Jordi Crooks takes, goalkeeper is coming. He got halfway there and then stopped. It was always going to be difficult for the man arriving to help it back across goal. Very different looking Marinos side, had a difficult start to last season as well. Turned it round as the season went on. Of course, there's no relegation from this league as it stands. This is the special one-off league, the 100-year Vision League, being played as the league season moves. That's a ball that's deep, looking for Sato, a bit high for him. Still a lot of pride to be played for, as well as league placings as well. The financial incentives of that. Well, 4 shots to 1. Tells you everything you need to know. Good header by Nagatomo. Here is Kane Sato. Moroya. Sato goes again, the goalkeeper will get that. Just trying to force it a little was Tanimura. Well, this time last year, of course, Oshima was working in the back rooms of the club offices. Never envisaged, of course, being that he'd be the first team head coach. That's exactly what he is now. The pressures of that job and the role. A bang for Tanimura. Well, this is the second goal. Wonderful piece of initiative and skill, and then a thumping finish. Well, he is catching the eye of everyone, not just with his club but also at international level as well. Nagatomo. Just absolute domination from the home side. "29 minutes have elapsed. It's been one-way traffic. It's been all FC Tokyo, who lead by 2-0. There's a problem here for Jordi Crooks. Should be okay, the Belgian. Looks as though it'll be okay, Crooks. There's a ball played nicely up towards Marcelo Real. Back towards Marcelo Real. Flag stays down for now. And will stay down as Marinos have the ball back. Cleared away by Takuya Kida. As soon as they lose it, they're just coming straight back at them, FC Tokyo here. It's been a wonderful first half display from them. Sato's touch. Was a little late nibble there, which has attracted the referee's attention. Muroya, it was, who just ran into Quiñones. Probably looked worse than it was. He's fine. Saw one for the two of them though. He's a big boy, is Jason Quiñones. Well, instructions from Hideo Oshima to his players, who need to find a route back into this game. Ball is back with Quiñones again. Challenged by Sato, but just a little too physical on Renkato. Interested to see with that stoppage whether or not Oshima can just fiddle with something to try and affect the course of this game. FC Tokyo have had it far too comfortable for his liking so far. Schultz. To his goalkeeper and out here towards Omori. Lovely take by Nagatomo. Again, there's a comfort and an ease to how the home side are passing the ball around. Sato. And again, Alexander Schultz. Little running behind from Nagatomo. Well, he wouldn't have caught that when he was 19, never mind 39. Idea was good, though. Renkato. That's an important win again, and a chance for Sato. Cross headed away comfortably in the end by Tsunoda. Chance to break, but the ball is overhit. From Tono. Chances to get forward have been few and far between for the visitors so far. Game is much more even in terms of possession now. Still territorially, it's with the home side. Forward by Moroya, wonderful run again, goalkeeper came a long way, and in the end maybe made Nagakora's mind up for him. He maybe had a little more time than he used. It's a very, very good run, but it's a very straightforward run. Once again, the defence completely caught out by the movement of Nagakora. Finish in the end was a little wild. Wasn't the worst idea in the world. The goalkeeper was a long way from his goal line. Quiñones will get that away. Again, though, the ball is won back almost immediately by the home side. Schultz. Moroya. Again, a clever little run by Sato, who gets the cross acrobatically as well, straight through to the goalkeeper. And again, the Marinos have given the ball away, although they've managed to scrap for it to try and win it back, but they concede a free kick. Yellow card for Takuya Kida for his response. Oh, just getting a little fractious down there for a moment or two. His failure to retreat the required distance. Yellow card for the Marinos captain. There's the ball delivered, and it's a free header, and it's very, very nearly three. Rio Amori it is who met it. He was full pace, just had to get a glance and hope. Just the wrong side of the post for Rio Amori. Lovely effort from the young defender who's come into the starting lineup today. He's just going to have to stop this for a moment. This little bang here. involving Omori and Yodi Crooks. Crooks is okay, so too is Ryo Omori. Spent last season at Imabari in J2. Some loans away from FC Tokyo. He's been at Iwaki as well. A few goals in J2, but never won in the top flight. Wasn't that far away a moment or two ago. Inside the final 5 minutes of the first half. And FC Tokyo have been excellent. They've had wonderful penetration, a wonderful purpose about the way they've attacked as well. Nagatomo. Nagatomo again. Sato. Muroya. Held up by Renkato. Muroya still working to create an opening here. Sato. That's nice. Good defensive challenge. Well timed as well. Needed to be right on the edge of the penalty area. Cleared away by Unaiwu. Alexander Schultz. Nagatomo back towards his goalkeeper. Dane Alexander Schultz again. Lovely touch by Nagakura. Muroya. Oh, Nagakura helps the ball on again. Nagatomo has raided forward from the back. Sario Sato, his ball is delivered too close to the goalkeeper. Sonoda's taking a chance there. And the free kick will go the way of the home side for handball. Just a really good hustle by Marcelo Ria. Sonoda took a big chance as soon as he lost the ball there and ended up going down. There was little else he could do apart from grab hold of the ball. Left himself with a sore shoulder as well from it. Landed a little bit awkwardly, should be okay. He fell on the ball with his arm. A little bit of concern here for the Marinos central defender. Of course, returned to Marinos after having some time in. First in the, in England, he was playing, of course, in the English League, in the English Football League, but he was playing for Cardiff City, the team in Wales. And, of course, had a couple of loan spells away from Cardiff City, over in the Belgian Pro League at Kortrijk. Sonoda is okay. They are down to 10 men temporarily to defend this set piece. Ryonosuke Sato will deliver. Visitors down to 10 men with the centre half off the field. Sato takes, and it's met at the near post. There was a A flick by Rio Omori, who was trying to help the ball on. In the end, it goes behind off a Marinos defender who didn't know too much about it. Tanimura got the ball away. And now Tsunoda comes back on there, up to the full complement of 11. Again, it's Ryo Sato with the delivery. And not cleared away. Alex Schultz with the effort, saved by the goalkeeper. Another chance. They're appealing for handball and they've given the penalty. Well, it's a first half that he's just going from bad to worse for Yokohama F Marinos. The referee had little hesitation whatsoever. The effort here was by Alexander Schultz. It's a sweetly hit volley, beaten away by the goalkeeper. And then this hit at some pace. The block by Tsunoda, who'd only just come back onto the field. You could see the ball cannon up and hit his arm. The referee giving the penalty kick straight away. And now VAR will check to decide whether or not the referee got the call right. Koji Takasaki is having a look now at the video replays from each different angle to assess whether Tsunoda could have done anything about it. Latterly crept in from Schultz. Now here, as the ball is struck with real power. You see the way the ball cannons up and hits the arm. The referee's going to come over and have a look. There's a chance that the referee might change his mind because of the ricochet up onto the arm. It's not always a saving factor. They're also looking at where the arm is. You see it hit the right arm clearly, but it's right in by his body. It seems to take a little deflection off the leg on the way through, just there. That's what they're looking at. Will that be the saving touch for Tsunoda and Yokohama F Marinos? They'll be hoping so. Or will the referee back up his initial decision? You could see that little deflection on the ball. Well, let's see what the referee's going to give. He's wiped out the penalty because of the deflection. The touch onto the arm. The saving factor for Ryo Tsunoda. Bounces up off his leg onto the arm. And that's why the referee hasn't given the penalty kick. Marcelo Ria trying to find a way through. That's Hashimoto with a challenge. Referee wants a little word with Kento Hashimoto as well. Well, we did have 4 minutes additional time added on in this first half. It might be a little more than that due to that VAR check and the length of time that it took. Tsunoda. It was taken down by Nagakura, but he was rather unceremoniously dealt with. We have played 4 minutes, but we are still playing on. Lovely touch by Nagakura. The run inside was made by Sako, but Nagatomo couldn't get there. The ball is harmlessly through to Kimura. in the Marinos goal. Forward looking for Tanimura. Once again, in comes Nagakura to try and win the ball back. Well, they're going to run out of time to mount an attack here. And they play the ball downfield. It's helped on by Jordi Crooks. Still we play in this first half. Onawu, Sonoda. Onawu again. Sonoda continues his run downfield. The cross wasn't the worst in the world, but nobody there to turn the ball home. The ball runs harmlessly across and out of play. Nagatomo is encouraged to hurry up. Smashes the ball away downfield. Quinones with a header. That's a lovely turn and a little thread. Marcelo Rian has a run in on goal, and that is as emphatic a finish as you'll see. And the celebrations once again are cut short. Glorious finish by the Brazilian. Oh, it's tight. It's very tight, but it just looks as though he went that fraction too early. What a finish, though, that was. A little look from him and a look over to the bench. And the check. He's over as soon as it started. Very tight one, but offside. Schultz. Morea. Really good run to gather the ball from Sato. Kato with the challenge. Well, there goes the half-time whistle of what's been an excellent first half for the home side. Motoki Nagakura getting them the first goal inside the first minute of the game. A wonderful ball by Sato, finished by Nagakura, and then an individual goal of brilliance from Ryonosuke Sato, making it 2-0. They could have had more, and a penalty overturned. They've had a goal disallowed for offside. They've had another couple of really good efforts as well. As good a first half as you can get offensively from the home side, and Yokohama F Marinos need to find a way back into this. Half-time here, it's FC Tokyo 2, Yokohama F Marinos 0.
菱商事プレゼンツ前半戦ハイライトをご覧ください。
Now let's watch the first half highlights.
東京都とあなたをつなぐ新しい仲間が誕生。はるか宇宙からやってきたこの子たちは誰？土星人。東京のいいところを調査しに来た3体。物知りな福宝、心配性な菊亀、トレンドに敏感なツタネコ。大事な土星情報をみんなに届けるため日々奮闘中。
土星人フォローしてね。
FC 東京 J.LEAGUE を販売中です。老舗ブルワリーの伊勢門屋ビールとのコラボにより開発した FC 東京らしいセブン姿勢を体現しつつも洗練されたうまさを持った仕上がりとなっています。 FC 東京ホームゲームにご来場の際はぜひお楽しみください。
J リーグファンサポーターの祭典 J リーグオールスターダゾーンカップ。出場する選手はファンサポーターによる投票と明治安田 J リーグ100年構想リーグのベストイレブンから選ばれます。この動画ではファンサポーター投票の詳細を説明します。投票方法は通常投票、スタジアム観戦投票、ダゾーン投票の3つ。通常投票は J リーグ公式 LINE または J リーグ所属の各クラブの公式 LINE のリッチメニューからオールスター投票を選択して参加します。 J リーグ ID に登録するだけで無料で簡単に投票に参加できます。スタジアム観戦投票は明治安田 J リーグ100年構想リーグの試合でご覧のいずれかのアクションを実施することで1試合ごとに LINE で投票できる投票権を獲得できます。投票権は対象試合の翌日までに付与されます。ダゾーン投票は試合視聴中のライブチャット機能ファンゾーンやアプリのログイン時に表示されるバナーから参加できます。通常投票とダゾーン投票は1週間に1回行うことができ、毎週新しい投票権を獲得することができます。スタジアム観戦投票は観戦した数だけ何度でも投票できます。続いて投票方法を説明します。1回の投票ごとにオールスターに出場してほしいと思う選手を6名までと監督1名を選んで投票します。選手はフォワード、ミッドフィルダー、ディフェンダー、ゴールキーパーの各ポジションから1名ずつの4名、さらに自由枠としてポジションにこだわらず追加で2名を選択。この時同じ選手に重複して投票はできません。最後に監督を選んだら投票完了です。投票は2月6日の明治安田 J リーグ100年構想リーグ開幕からスタートし、5月11日まで何度でも行うことができます。お気に入りの選手に今すぐ投票を。
一度きりの100年構想リーグ開幕。白熱の東西対決、 PK 戦復活。17年ぶりのオールスター戦、ダゾーン全試合配信。今までこの先もない、ただごとじゃない今季の J、 特別の J リーグダゾーン。
A warm welcome back to the National Stadium. There's a double change at half-time for the visitors. Kosei Suwama and Takuto Kimura are coming on. And the vast experience of Takuya Kida and Jason Quinones are going to make way for the two players coming on. Suwama, of course, very much at the rookie stage of his career, having just joined from the Tsukuba University. Now stepping into this game as Yokohama F Marinos try to find something. Quite simply, some of the football that the home side have played has been outstanding. And they've played with real pace and real penetration throughout of FC Tokyo. Their 2-goal lead is probably the least they deserve. We're all set for the second half. We are underway in the second half with FC Tokyo leading Yokohama F Marinos by 2-0 here. And what's been an outstanding performance from the home side so far. That double change for the visitors, with Suwama and Kimura now on the field for Quinones and Kida. Is Dayatono, who they'll need to get on the ball more in the second half in good areas, just to try and give them something to clutch hold of in the game, give them a foundation to play with. Here is Alexander Schultz. That's a lovely ball. Marcelo Rian, there's the chance, he's hit the post. Not this time though. He's made it 3. They score within 35 seconds at the start of the game. This time it's within a minute at the start of the second half. They get out of their traps quickly to FC Tokyo, and they now lead by 3-0, and they're running away with this one. Marcelo Rian had one chalked off for half-time just before the break. This one looks like it will count. The first effort hit the post, the second, he made no mistake. That's a beautiful, beautiful pass as well by Alexander Schultz to play the ball forward. And now they just wait to see. Well, it's been given straight away. Nice and simple, VAR check. The goal is given. It's 3-0. And what looked like a real mountain to climb for the away side at 2-0 is now a mountain of Everest proportions, really. That's nice. A little twist and a little turn to move the ball on by Yamane. Cross delivered, but falling over as he delivered the ball. Nowhere really for Unai to go. Well, he would have talked to his players at half-time. He would have given them all the instructions to get back into the game. Caught by a sucker punch right at the start of the second half. Lovely play by Alexander Schultz, just gliding effortlessly out of defence with the ball. We know all about the Dane and the defensive talents that he brings, and how good he was at Urawa before that little short spell of time he spent in Qatar. Coming through defence with the ball like that, such a good footballer. He's a player with goals in the UEFA Champions League in Europe with Midtjylland when they were Danish champions. A more orthodox position there for Alexander Scholz, who will gather the ball now from a goalkeeper who's had very little to do so far in this game, Kim Seung-yu. Here they come again. The ball from Moreira won't quite find its way through to its desired target. And Tono has it. Jordi Crooks. The challenge was by Nagakura. It was a firm one. Very happy enough with it. And the substitute Suwama. Tono tried to see the ball out of play, ended up tumbling over it, but the ball was just out of play when it happened. That's helped on by Kimura. Jordi Crooks is Dayatono. Taken by Seimoroya. Tokiwa. Omori. Confirmation of the teams going through your picture. And here's Marcelo Rian again, looking for another one. Another sliding challenge, just about enough from Kosei Suwama. But they're just running in behind at will. It's a ball that's delivered deep. Header away. And some respite for this defence. Omori. That's a little too close to the goal. Suwama. Back with Kimura. That's a foul. Conceded by Kiin Sato. Nothing really going right for the visitors at the moment. It's passes that would normally be straightforward. A little underhit, a little overhit. Either way, not finding their required destination. It's a foul by Jordi Crooks. Frustrated day for him and for all those in white at the moment. Very much on the receiving end, 3-0 down. Just a matter of minutes into this second half. Can they just give themselves some sort of foundation in this game? Crooks, Suwama, Sonoda. There's another misplaced one. Well, they stay behind their team. They remain as passionate as ever. And it will be frustrating for them at the moment. And it's been a tough watch for those of a Yokohama F Marinos persuasion. 3 down, it could have been more. That's a clever little touch. Ball will break as well. The run and the effort in the end wasn't the worst in the world by Takuto Kimura. The secondary ricochet was that flicked off him and the ball running out of play. This is the goal by Marcelo Real. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Ball coming straight back off the post to him. And with the simplest of slots into the bottom corner. It's on by Sato. Comes through to Ryo Sato. Nagatomo. Away by Suwama. That's helped Tom on further. And Marcelo Real leaves it. It was hit with real force and a good response from Kimura to deny Kiin Sato. If anything, the ball might have just bounced up nicely and helped him. Nagakura for Ryo Sato. Kiin Sato. Lovely ball, finding time, finding space. Oh, but not a fourth goal. Seimoroya handed the chance and blasting the ball wide. Well, again, it's tied as to whether or not he would have been offside. The flag did go up in the end. Well, it's by the by now. Never finished the shot in the first place, so it would have been a goalkeeper restart anyway. Bit of treatment required inside the penalty area. Sonoda needing the running repairs. Sonoda, who got that bang just before half-time. Looks as though he's not going to be able to continue any further into this game. Lengthy discussion as to what's to happen here. Well, one way or another, Ryo Miyashi is the player coming on. I've seen him play right back a number of times. Primarily, of course, and best known as a midfield player, winger. So how do they change this around now? Centre half off, wide attacking forward on. As we say, he's played right back a number of times. Well, here's a shot that's deflected away. Jordi Crooks will let that run out of play. It will be a corner. Just looking for something to work with. Jordi Kroos will take the corner. It's a dangerous looking ball all the way to the far post where it's well headed away. Well met, strong header away by Hashimoto. Onaiwu, comfortable for the goalkeeper. Opportunities for the visitors have been at a premium. Same can't be said for the home side, who have attacked almost at their own will. Amori. On by Sato. Helped further by Tokiwa. Keep ball now from the home side. 15 minutes played in the second half. We've played an hour of the match. Still dictating, still dominating. Running from behind again from deep. This time from Nagakura. And it's on now for Moroya. Away by Onaiwu. Sweetly done by the home side. Moving the ball really, really smoothly. Nagatomo. A little touch from the defender. Now Sato's effort. It's well wide in the end. No trouble at all for the goalkeeper. Tono. Yamane. Good step out of defence by Suwama. Little check inside by Ryo Miyachi. Here he is again. Not got much in terms of options. Need more of a ball from one side of the field to the other. How can they find a punch to find a way through? A very solid rearguard defence for FC Tokyo. That's a nice ball. Cross delivered deep. Half headed away, and the follow-up shot was well wide in the end as Schultz came out to close it down. Another change for the visitors. Dayatono makes way for Junamano. change to try and affect the outcome of the game, because right now it's a long way back for the away team. Schultz. He'll get it back. Goalkeeper was taking no chances in that situation. It's a challenge there, and again the referee's card is out very, very quickly. Bit of a stretch on the follow-through. Long downfield, defender underneath it. Well, they've played with plenty of reserve of the home side, plenty of penetration throughout the game. They're enjoying themselves out there. Games like this don't happen that often, and when they do, you guarantee that there will still be plenty of fight in Yokohama F Marinos, even at 3-0 down. We're heading up to a quarter of the game to go. Bit too hot for Nagakura. Back with Kimura. Sliced his clearance. Not just the sprints that Marcelo Rian and Motoki Nagakura have made, it's the intelligence of them, the way they've found a way through with them. Should be goalkeeper's ball. Oh, he's made a bit of a mess of it. Crooks will gather. That's on for Crooks. Little touch around the corner, was looking for the man MEIJI coming in support. There is a foul on a free kick given against the visitors' defence. Taken the time to set themselves. Now can they get the delivery right? It's Crooks with the effort. He's put a bit too much whip on it. Harmlessly wide of the near post. Not the worst idea in the world. Just couldn't quite execute it the way that he wanted. much have they got left in the tank? So it's the challenge on a day like today. Slip from Sato just opens the door. The foul is on Iwu. On once again. Trying to get the ball down this half of the field and keep it down here. Trying to make some chances happen. Got a fraction over 20 minutes to try and do something about this 3-0 deficit. There's another foul, another free kick. Again, it was a thumping challenge. It was actually well ridden in the end by Junimano, but gets the free kick. Can they find the delivery? Jordi Crooks over the free kick. Defence poised. There's the delivery from the Belgian now. Not away, and the follow-up shot was hit. Beaten away well by the goalkeeper, who met it with a very, very firm punch to clear his lines. They're asking for a penalty for the challenge by the goalkeeper. You can see it was pretty firmly and fairly won by Kim Sung-gyu. A strong, strong piece of goalkeeping this. So they dealt with the danger. And did some damage, of course, to the opposition striker. Ryo Miyachi is okay. Well, no lasting damage. He will be okay. And the man who's only just come on as a substitute into the game. Well, there's going to be a change for the home side momentarily. Well, as we say, have been cruising in this game towards an important victory to get them back on track after their defeat last week. That's nicely taken down. A little ricochet and a ball across goal, which is well headed away. It's going to come here for Jordi Crooks. His little cross taken down. Oh, I thought a Mano to go. Clearance was a good one. Fuki Yamada and Kento Hashimoto will make way. Yuto Nagatomo and Kane Sata. All the swaps there. Changes made. Substitutions all done with. throw for the visitors. We just need anything to give them a lift. They have a throw. MEIJI will take. The ricochet won't go the way of Junamano. Heading towards the 75-minute mark of the game. And nearly 53,000 inside the National Stadium watching this one. The game moved from Ajinomoto to here to get everyone in who wanted to watch the game. It's a ball in behind for Onaiwu to chase. Nicely won and taken down by the substitute, who helps the ball on really, really nicely. There's one thing that they do get with having players of the calibre they have to come on. Still making no headway into the good lead that FC Tokyo have. Well seen out on the near side. Crooks. Nice turn. Help wide for Crooks. That's clever. Oh, the ball just having too much on it to squeeze it through. They didn't have the runner, it was Ryo MEIJI. Ball just didn't quite have enough weight taken off it. Straightforward for the goalkeeper. It's another foul, another free kick taken quickly. MEIJI. Nice turn. There's too many Tokyo shirts in the way. That's a follow-up shot, which again is deflected away. Crooks will go to take. The clock very much working against the visitors. But if they can lay some sort of foundation soon, just give them the platform to build upon. Corner headed away by Marcelo Riam. Follow-up is hit, but it's over the top of the man who was lurking ominously. The captain of FC Tokyo. Well, this one will sting, perhaps more than the Premier League win between the sides in the week for Nottingham Forest, who determined to win something. Already know they won't win the league this year. Plenty of time here for Schultz. Goalkeeper able to fire the ball away. Hashimoto moving the ball on to Sato. Moroya running in behind. Again, it's clever. Again, it's well worked. They make do with a corner. Another double change coming momentarily. Terahito Nakagawa and Keita Endo coming on. Marcelo Ria and Rio Sate will make way. 2 of the 3 goal scorers. Should be a straightforward 10 minutes or so for the home side from here. We have seen stranger things happen in football down the years. Of course, the 4th goal would end any conversation about that. Here is the corner delivered in. Strong header away. Strike from distance was ambitious, to say the least. Got himself one, got himself an assist, contributed big time. That's 2 did that little man. That wonderful individual goal. That's why they lead by 3 goals to 0 inside the final 10 minutes. Great read by Schultz. Nicely helped on here, and they'll go again to Schultz. Little touch in the layoff on the shot in the end. Just lacked any penetration, any power, and any real hope it was going to squeeze in to that bottom corner. Little under 9 minutes remaining. Crooks will chase, but the goalkeeper able to come and gather. Drilled long downfield by the goalkeeper. Little take was very impressive, but in taking the ball down, it's taken from him and given back to the goalkeeper. Still they try, still they work, still they come. That's nicely helped on. Opportunity now on this near side to deliver the ball across. It's going to do him for Kento Hashimoto. Schultz happy to go home to his goalkeeper. Little flick was by the substitute again. Back the ball ends up with the goalkeeper once again. Plenty of time for Kim Sung-gyu. Hashimoto and Rio Amori happy just to run the clock down now. No real press coming to them. Happy to keep moving the ball between themselves on that left-hand side of the field. Now they start to move downfield. Little ball inside the dummy. As the ball is held on by Nagakura. Little thread and the sliding effort. Not quite able to get there again. They're looking for that man running in behind. And such a clever through ball. Just had a bit too much on it in terms of legs. And like that, the chance has gone. the ball for MEIJI. He's given it away though. That's a beautiful thread. Out to the left-hand side where the ball is delivered, but straight at the goalkeeper by a very grateful goalkeeper taking it from Keita Endo's cross. Now what can they do at the other end? That's a decent enough ball. As the chance came across, it was for Yuri Crooks. Couldn't make meaningful enough contact on it. Referee felt there was an infringement there anyway. Well, Tevis has come on for George Noah. Tevis, another of the new faces, the new look faces as they are, at the Yokohama F Marinos club. He's technically on loan from Cruzeiro. Very, very highly thought of in Brazil. It's good goalkeeping. Tevis is only 20 years old, remember, as well. Has already caught the eye in Brazilian football. He's had a loan spell out as well at Pariente. Now a spell out in Germany as well to head to Japan. Four remain. That's a lovely thread. How can they make something happen? Little pirouette on the edge of the penalty area, helping the ball on, but again, defensively sound, the home side. They defended well throughout. The Yokohama F Marinos are almost out of time, if not already out of ideas today. Just hasn't been their day at all. Header is by Crooks. Plenty of time here to retrieve the ball and to gather the ball. Anyway. Referee just gets in the way as the ball was played forward and lifted forward by Tokiwa. It's just been a difficult all day for Yokohama F Marinos. A day when they've only had one attempt on goal, one attempt on target in the nearly 88 minutes that we've played so far. The quality of the finishing that's been separating the two sides, that composure in the final third. And we said it was always a long way back at 2-0. As soon as that third goal went in, you knew that they were in real trouble. That should be goalkeeper's ball, and is. Nice clean take by Kim Sung-yu, who's had a watching brief for most of the afternoon. And we're into this final 90 seconds of the 90 minutes. Challenge was by Junomano, which attracted the referee's whistle. Well, they sing in defiance. Last season, of course, they went through a large portion of the season thinking that their team was a dead cert for relegation. And then Oshima came in and managed to turn things around. Turn things around, but maybe in only the short term, because they're struggling today. 3-0 down at FC Tokyo, could have been more. Might still be more. We are in the final minute of the 90. Here's Schultz. It's a clever little ball. A clever piece of play as well to deliver, and the man arriving can't quite get the contact that he wanted. Nakagawa it was, who threw himself at the ball. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. Yeah, lovely weight of delivery, lovely cross as the ball was delivered by Nakagura. Here comes what you'd expect will be the last change for the home side. Kei Koizumi coming on for Kento Hashimoto. As we go into 4 additional minutes. Now, what can they make of the corner? Very crowded around that goalkeeper. Again, a little bit of nonsense the referee wants to deal with before it can be taken. Is there a nice little finishing story for the home side? Can Yokohama get downfield and get themselves a consolation at least? And they've lost the ball. And again, it's helped on through midfield by the player who's had such a really good game in there all day. Cross is long and delivered. Soon closed down. Already played 90 minutes of the 90 seconds, should I say, the 4 additional minutes. FC Tokyo are looking for another. Schultz across to his central defensive partner now. Looking very, very pleased with the way this game has gone. Ryo Omori. Long by Kim Sung-gyu. That is a good one to get the ball away. Had to be won as well. Under pressure. Suwama. Long ball hammered downfield. Fullback made a run and jump at it. Couldn't quite get there, Hashimoto. Another good spot by the referee. It's a late challenge. Toki was being quietly effective throughout, just kept them ticking over in the middle of the park. And that's all they've needed to do, really. They've got their goals at crucial times. They played with a real swagger today of FC Tokyo when they've needed to. In truth, the second half has been a little bit of a non-event after that third goal went in right at the top of it. Having suffered defeat for the first time this season, last time out, it's quickly back to winning ways for FC Tokyo. We're starting to threaten those above them. It will be a big statement victory again. Well, it's a really good day at the office for FC Tokyo. Goals in the first minute of the game and the first minute of the second half of the game, with one sandwiched in between, giving them a very comfortable day at the National Stadium. It was a pulsating first half performance from the home side, who got themselves into a 2-goal lead. First one brilliantly finished by Nagakura, the second by Ryo Sato, and the third excellently and expertly taken by Marcelo Riam. And in truth, once they got the third, there was never any going back for Yokohama F Marinos, who lose again and need to find a lift, and very soon. It finishes here, FC Tokyo 3, Yokohama F Marinos 0. Well, that is a thumping defeat for Yokohama F Marinos, who once again find themselves really on the receiving end in what really was a frustrating day for them at the office, but it's all smiles for the home side and for Motoki Nakagura, who was absolutely outstanding throughout. And it erases the memories of last week's defeat. Some well-taken goals at first, sweet, after a super ball by Kiin Sato, then Ryo Sato with a second with a brilliant individual goal. And the third, full of class again, Marcelo Riam breaking the offside trap and slotting home. That was the first minute of the second half of the game, and that's why it's celebrations all round for FC Tokyo's players, who started the day 3 points behind the top clubs. Well, they ended level on points with them because they've gone up their level with Orawa and Kashima. Kashima are just about to kick off now, but it couldn't have got any better. Winner. That's FC Tokyo today. Let's catch up with one of the goal scorers, Motoki Nakagura.
ありがとうございます。
見事な先制ゴールでチームを勝利へ導きました。今のお気持ち聞かせてください。
勝ってよかったです。
ゴールシーン振り返っていただけますか。
ケインからいいボール来て、枠に飛ばしてよかったです。
ファーストシュートで決めきりましたが、どんなことを意識していたんでしょうか。
もうチャンスは来るって信じてたので決めきれてよかったです。
100年構想リーグ初ゴール